and watch the market. So let's take a look at what those opportunities might have looked like. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Go back. Okay, so we've got the 15-minute bar. Coming into this area, the first hour, second hour, there's way too much momentum here. We want to see this momentum start to bleed off. So that's where the 3-bar reversal is very good at doing that. Also, using Hercules would be a good idea down here. Again, we would be looking for if the U.S. dollar, for example, was up at a 4.5 or a 5 strength as this market is coming down, and then say the GBP is down around a 3 to 4, you want to see that there's not much change. In other words, you want to make sure that the U.S. dollar is not going up, and you want to make sure that the pound is not going down. Okay, because if the pound is getting weaker at support, you don't want to buy into that, especially if there's a lot of momentum behind it. Same thing goes for the U.S. dollar. If the U.S. dollar is getting stronger as the pound is moving into support, that's something you don't want to buy into. So 3-bar reversal, we close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the close of this bar, 1, 2, 3, that puts your breakout point right there. You can see the market pushed above it. Very nice, very clean entry for the 3-bar reversal. In fact, this is why the 3-bar reversal was popularized and why I used it as a hedge fund trader, because it was a very good way of getting in after momentum had reversed. So you see momentum is pushing down into support. Momentum then dries up. The market breaks out of that momentum, breaks out of that support area. You have a very good reversal point. So the market is hanging around 9,600. We're right at the bottom end of our weekly support area. We'll go ahead and, weekly resistance area. Go ahead and take a look at that. Really, at this point, the market's going to have to move up quite a bit more into 9,800 to get into weekly resistance, but we do want to keep our eye on this level here, which is right about 1.9646 for resistance. We don't really see much going on in the way of patterns at this point. You might see a flag pattern start to develop overnight as the market comes back down into support. But at this point, if you are long from anywhere down in here, we're just seeing good momentum, good separation on the moving averages. I would be wary of whipsaw trades simply because there's not a lot of news out this week. There aren't a lot of catalysts for the marketplace for people to get in. So just be careful and keep a watch on things. Again, because we've broken out this channel, really not a whole lot going on. There might be a trade on the top end of the channel as the market's coming down, but we're so close to the Asian session getting started. I'm not really looking for a trade over there, just because I would anticipate a whipsaw trade in the market, not really giving me much around that. So yesterday's trade is simply continuing. Perfectly good momentum trade, depending on how much you'd be willing to give back. Giving all the way back down to this moving averages, you're going to give up almost 92